Okay, guys, we're live here this time we're still building out our wholesale hair extension website for Indian hair, raw Indian hair. Here we go. We got a lot of work to do still on this. I'm trying to get some of this together. I didn't even realize um, I did have the Temple Indian Hair Instagram already locked down. So let me show you that. Let's see, Temple Indian Hair. This was actually the old logo too. It's kind of similar to the first one, but that looks pretty cool. So I made this video. I don't know if you can hear. I wish I could find this video. I don't even remember where I found this, but I'm going to go over to India to get some footage of my own. Special shout out to some good coffee that I got going on here. So I don't remember where I got this footage, probably from like a stock footage website. I spent like, I don't know, a couple $100 on it to create this, but kind of a cool little promo video for Indian hair. But I'm going to get this Indian hair website's going to be pretty cool. So I appreciate you guys following the journey. By the way, this is the Hair Biz Radio Instagram. Let me show you this page. A little off topic, but let me show you the profile. Guys, I've been doing this page since December of 2016, okay? I'm going to make a video on this too, by the way. In the last 2 weeks, we basically tripled our Instagram following. Yes, tripled our Instagram following. And it's because we had our friend Shikana from Love and Hip Hop Atlanta on, and a couple of her reels went wild. So this account has hundreds and hundreds of videos, and this is an important thing. I want you guys to, hundreds and hundreds of videos. Let me show you. 153,000 views, 141,000 views. We reached about 200,000 accounts. And the reason why I'm saying this is something real important is I just didn't give up. Like, the podcast is ranked top 1.5% of podcasts globally. And, that is super awesome. But this page, the Instagram, just didn't get any love. So that's, I just want to let you guys know, you sometimes have to post for years. It was like 1,000 a month ago. So sometimes you have to post for years before you can get this kind of traction. I mean, that's what, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 20, 7 years it took to get a video to go viral. And I have hundreds of clips on here. So don't give up, guys. Sometimes that happens. So let's go over here. Wholesale sign up. This is the sign up page to get people to sign up for wholesale. And we have to build this out. Now, I did a little test, so a little recap. And by the way, I do have the first 2 videos links in the description of me building this out live, because I want you guys to learn what I'm doing. Hold on just one sec. Mr. Dallas Christopher just texted me live right now. Sorry about that. Okay, so let's say here, test, we need to fix that right away. So we're going to go over here, online store, pages, wholesale sign up, testing. Okay, so wholesale sign up, let's get our SEO going. So we have, let's just say wholesale or raw Indian hair wholesale account sign up. Right? We want to make sure that everything we talk about SEO wise for this is Keisha always around here. What's up, Keisha? We want to make sure that we are really targeted towards talking about raw Indian hair. Create a wholesale account to purchase raw Indian hair from Temple Indian Hair. Okay. It's free to sign up and register your hair business. Okay, so we're going to put here. So that you're not going to really see. That's for the SEO. That's going to be a little bit more on the background. I can keep the pages, wholesale sign up fine. and it says, create your wholesale account with Temple Indian Hair. Once approved, you will be able to earn, I don't want to say discounts, right? Because this is wholesale. You don't think discounts with wholesale because it's already discounted. Hey, good morning. Good morning. So what we want to do is the verbiage needs a little bit better. So once you approve, you will be able to shop wholesale. Okay, so we're just going to keep that real simple. Now let's go over here to, let's see, online store, customize. And then you see the nifty, I'm liking this menu, by the way. Actually, we want to add this here. So let me go back. This is the hamburger menu. So it's just a clean top. It's very similar to a mobile view. Do you guys like this setup if you were shopping on desktop, or would you prefer to have all the links at the top? I think just from a quick overview, I like it. And especially if you want to add a bunch of different links into the side drawer here, it doesn't mess up the top part. Like, I can show you an example. What I don't like is, hold on, let me pull this over here and then I'm going to bring it up to you. So let me show you the example. So let me show you private label extensions. And I was like, should I switch it for private label? I mean, I like how private labels is, but let me show you an example. So here you have all the different links at the top, right? And but if you put the screen, if this is pretty wide, if I put the screen like that, it starts to go to the bottom. Not too big of a deal, but I thought about moving that menu over here to kind of clean this up. I thought that would be kind of neat, but for now, I'm going to keep it like that. But, you know, we're going to go over here to Temple Indian Hair and we're going to add wholesale sign up. So we're going to go to navigation, main menu, pages. And as I'm building this out, I like to add the pages and navigation to the website step by step, because that's just how I operate. Okay, so we're going to do that. Now what's going to happen is that's going to save. That's going to go to the wholesale sign up page, but we still need to build out that wholesale sign up page. Let's see here. Let me see. So we're going to go back over here. And I don't think that link's going to be here yet. No, it is there. Okay. Sometimes if that link doesn't show up, don't panic. It can take a minute for Shopify, or it has the page saved. No big deal. This is not complete the sign up form. We need to figure it out. Okay. We definitely need to fix this. Complete your sign up form. Let's go back here. Excuse me. And let's go to apps. So I'm using the forms. This is Shopify's app. Wholesale sign up. I think that's the one. Complete our sign up. Create your wholesale account. Nope, that's not the one. That's wholesale sign up, wholesale customer. I need to delete that other one. Oh, we have the form. Okay, we got a little problem here. So this is the form. We have the wrong, do you guys see what I have the issue here? We have the wrong form on this page. Okay. We have the wrong form, alert, alert. So we got to find the form number. If you go over here and look, form ID. So we have to find this form ID. Anyone know where that form ID is? I am new to using Shopify forms. Send email, company setup, welcome automations. We're going to set up automations later once you sign up. I have SMS set up already. Okay, so it doesn't show here. Let's go over here to forms. Maybe it's going to show here, form ID. Let's see, wholesale customer, rename form. That's kind of weird. Okay, because that's the pop-up. It has the pop-up form. This is a inline. Okay, well, no big deal. So we can go over here, wholesale sign up, and let's make this a company and customer. Let's see, customer, company and customer. Company name, first name, email. Oh, let's just add let's add their phone number. So that way my team that will be doing this can harass you when you sign up to purchase hair. So instead of sign up, create your wholesale account. Okay. We want to make it more relevant, right? So we got to get this thing relevant. Oh, shout out to whoever just spent 360 bucks on private label wholesale. You're going to flip that, make some money. Okay, create your wholesale account. We will be in touch soon. Okay. So let's see. Wholesale sign up. God, that's so big right there. I wonder if I could hide that title. Let's see. Anyways, we're going to go over here. You probably could hide that somehow, but I'm just going to leave it there for now. It would make sense to build out this description and kind of make the page look a little bit better, but we're not there yet. Okay, so talk about your brand. So we're going to talk about the brand here. Benefits of joining our wholesale program. Okay, so that text, I'm going to make it a little smaller so it can stay on one line. All right, benefits of joining a wholesale program. Because if you have someone going to your wholesale page to sign up, you have to talk a little bit more about why the heck they're going to give you their personal information, being phone number, email address, and such. Actually, let me do yeah. Okay, so create your wholesale account. That looks pretty legit. What do you guys think? Looking pretty lit. You agree, receive marketing messages. Yep. So we have the terms of service right there. So that's good. Let's see. Need, we supply companies. We supply hair extension. I always try to get the keywords in there. Extension companies with raw Indian hair, ethically, I can't type today. What in the world? I can't spell ethically. Ethically sourced from the temples of Southeast. Now, as you guys know, there's a lot of different ways that hairs are sourced. Join our wholesale program today. There's a lot of ways that hair is sourced. So the raw Indian hair it's actually a religious event where women go in and they'll shave their heads. And then what the temples do is they will bunch this up and then they will sell it to manufacturers. And in India, raw hair is actually called black gold because it's such a big business for them in India. And it's pretty major, guys. So that's how the temples do make a lot of money, is selling the hair to the suppliers, and they know this. So we wanted to continue to build out this page even more, right? So we're going to click save here. Okay. Let's see here. We're going to have to add some photos. We're going to talk about what we're doing here. Yeah, this page is looking pretty good. Let's think about the photos. I don't remember the exact size, but I think I have it in my Canva account. Let me go over to my Canva and see if I can find that exact size. I think it was a 520 by 301. No, that wasn't it. 550, here it is. 550 by 460. So let me get some more photos in here. We're going to have to fill this up real quick. I can use stock photos and you guys can use stock photos, but I'm not as big of a fan of stock photos. So you can see here, we have this one that I was trying to put on the homepage. I'm not even a huge fan of that. Let me see if I can find my Indian hair photos real quick. We can search photos and then find some Indian hair photos, which, hold on, let me pull this out and then go to photos and we can search Indian hair. Okay. So we can, and out of the interest of just keeping this moving quick, we can use some different photos from here. These are I was trying to make this look not so stock photo-ish. You know how you go to a website and you're like, okay, this whole thing is stock photos. I have photos of the real Indian hair, but maybe I should use it, maybe not. Let's see, let's pull that up real quick. Sorry. So let's see, Indian hair photos. I'm trying to find it in my 3 million links that I have. Okay, so they're working on getting me more pictures here for my team. See, what I wanted is some like not overly produced photos, and it could be something like these. But I really the if you look at the actual quality of these, the problem is they're really it doesn't really have the saturation. Now I could edit it to do so, but maybe something like I mean it's like completely blurry, and I'm like, guys, what am I supposed to do with these photos? Like I can't do anything. Maybe some blonde hair. Not the best photo. This is some bulk hair. Oh, I get asked all the time for bulk hair. That's some bulk hair photos. This one might work. I could probably do a little crop on this one. So let's pull this one out. Okay. And then I'm going to add this to my Canva page. So I'm going to bring the Canva back over in a second. Let me just load some of these photos on here beforehand. And then I'm going to bring it back and I'm going to show you what we can maybe do. Do you guys see any of these that you probably think like, hey, maybe these are decent? Like I said, I want it to look like, because this is the real deal here. I want to make sure it looks like the real deal. Was that it? Or is there more? There's a lot of photos, just not a lot of, like I said, not a lot of good photos. Oh, this one actually looks, oh, see now if I had the color scheme of that would be kind of cool. Where it would match with that background, but I don't think they probably have two and I need three. See something like that. Not a huge fan. This is a nice photo. That's probably the best photo on here. Let's use that. Okay. So you're going to see what we're going to do here in just a moment. I'm just setting up the photos here. I wish they had more like that. That's a nice looking photo. Let's see here. Just not the quality. They're going to take more photos, so we can update this later. But I was trying to just get it done, and like while I'm live, it would make sense. Nah, the photo. That's not it. It's not it. It's not it. Okay, let's just work with what we got for now. Okay, so we need 3 photos, and we're going to take these photos, and we're going to put them here to build out this page because we want a little bit more information on this page. Otherwise, the page would just be like this. And which is fine, it will work, but it's just not enough. Like if we're going to build this out, let's do this the right way. So let's go over here, and obviously we don't want the bags full of hair. So we're going to have to really, let me adjust the canvas here real quick for these. We're going to have to really get in on these photos, and I don't want so many blonde. Ugh. I don't really like that light spot right there too. So we're just going to kind of like do it like this. Maybe have one blonde. Like I said, this is going to look all natural, this website here. And then I don't want to show just eye tips. So maybe I'll just show something like that. These are definitely not going to be consistent photos whatsoever. This is the best photo they've taken. Okay. So let's go like that. That's how I'm drawing. Okay, so we're going to say raw Indian tape in extensions. And then we have blonde raw Indian hair. Make sure you guys are naming each photo. This is really, really important for SEO. I can't stress this enough. Raw Indian hair. I'm just going to call it bundles, but it's not a bundle. And then this is more eye tips. Can I get a good picture of a bundle, please? So I'm just going to go like that. So you don't know that it's a bundle. Okay. So we're going to download these, and I can just delete this one. Okay. So what I can do is I can download it, JPG. I'm going to put it about 74. Now, when I download this, it's going to download it as a zip file. And once you download it as a zip file, I'm going to open this up. It's not going to show up. You guys won't be able to see, but it's okay. You don't need to, because I'm going to slide this in here. So select image, and I'm going to slide the first one. So I'm going to make my favorite image first, because that's my favorite image. Okay. Well, favorite out of these. Let's be realistic, guys. Um, I guess go with this one next. Probably have to go back and redo some of these. It's okay. Look, we just need to get this thing built. Okay, so we got that. And then we got one more coming in hot right here. Now, what is it we have to do as we add these photos? If we want to make sure that everything is SEO friendly and we're doing what we say we're going to do. Let's see. Go here, edit. You got it. Alt text. Raw Indian tape in hair extensions. I should have put hair in here, and I can change you can actually go in and change the URL if you want to do it later. Hair extensions. That's fine. Edit. Raw blonde Indian hair extensions. Okay. Now, when I say raw blonde, this hair was actually the natural 1B, and then it was dyed blonde. I don't think I've ever seen somebody from India with blonde hair. Okay. Let's see here. This one, that photo is just too dark for me. We will change that later. Raw Indian hair bundles. Okay. So now the page, let me do a little save. It's always good to save. So we don't have tape-ins yet on the site, but we will be adding that. Maybe we should add the collection in the button. So we'll have tape-ins, bundles. Let's see what collections we do have here. Let's go back to the site and let's see. We have bundles, closures, frontals. We have iTips. So we could explicitly say that these are iTips. So caption would be actually right here, raw Indian iTips. And the reason why I'm doing this, and this is, you don't have to have the caption. Button label is shop iTips. Okay, Shopify, why do you do that? It's acting up. Shopify, stop acting up. Shop iTips. And then we're going to go over here, collections, and then we're going to go to raw iTips. Okay, so we got that. See? Now, I don't know if this one allows me to change the button style. I guess not. So it's going to be an open button like that. That's totally fine. So this is raw Indian hair bundles. Now, yes, I do need to change the descriptions here. Shop bundles, button link, collections, raw hair bundles. Okay. And then this will be, that's tape-ins. We don't have tape-ins on the site yet, but that's a good photo. And we eventually will have tape-ins. So I'm just going to go create a collection, products, collections. So raw tape-ins. And the reason why I'm creating this is because I know I'm just going to go over and link it over back on that page. So we have the raw tape-ins. It's not on the menu yet. I guess I should just go ahead and let me go ahead and add it to the menu. It was threatening me a little bit. So let me go here, link. We're going to go collections. This is step-by-step, guys, building a hair website. Okay, raw tape-ins. We can just put it here. Let's see. I could put these in alphabetical: E, F, G, H, E, F, G, H, I, J. Yeah, I just so happen to have that in alphabetical order. I don't know if anyone cares about that. I would probably put my most popular products here, but it kind of makes sense at this point like this. And this is the same as mobile menu, so it'll look good. So let's go back over to the wholesale sign-up page. And we're going to go here, and then we're going to say raw tape in extensions, collections, shop. I don't know why Shopify is doing this to me today. Shop tape-ins. Okay. Okay. Shop tape-ins. shop iTips, shop bundles. So that all looks consistent. Now I do need to go back and, well, should I just do it now? So shop, not shop. We offer a range of straight, wavy, and curly tape in hair extensions. Now remember, curly hair extensions, I had this issue yesterday with a client. Curly hair extensions with Indian hair is not like a deep wave curly, not like a kinky curly. It's literally just a little bit more curly than wavy, and that is the difference. It's two different things here when you're thinking curly hair, when you're dealing with um, raw hair from India. Now you can have it steamed into like a curly pattern, but that's not standard. Let's see. Oh, we can go back here. Let's see. We offer your color options include both natural 1B and blonde. Okay, so that's good. Raw Indian. I'll build the rest of this out later. I don't want to hold you guys up and that it gets repetitive. For the most part, at this point, this page is looking pretty good, and I would say we are set up pretty nice. Now, what we also want to do is probably go down here. Since I don't have this here, I don't have the links across at the top here. I'm going to go ahead and add them in the footer. So we're going to add a block, and then that's going to be menu. And then it's going to quick links. So we're going to say footer menu. It already has the footer menu. Now it's going to add the search, privacy policy, terms of service. I already have the search up here. I'm not worried about having search or these things down here. I have the policy menu down here. So I like having the policies down here because people don't necessarily click on this too often. This is still pretty good real estate for us. So what we want to do is go over and let's see if we put some products here, what that will end up looking like as far as the menu goes. So let's go back over here. Let's go to navigation, footer menu. Let's just delete these out. Now, what's going to happen is if I start adding all these collections, it's definitely going to start becoming way too big. And we're going to have to get a little tricky with this. So closures. And then as we're adding additional collections to the main menu, you will probably want to be consistent with adding them to the footer menu. Collections, bundles, closures, frontals, iTips. Yes. Collections, tape-ins, collections, raw wigs. Now here's the thing. So let me show you this little trick. Now, if we do that, and I'm going to go, let's go back to the website, which I still need to create a favicon for. Favicons for that top part there. Let's see. Let me go back down. Okay, that's not too bad. My concern was it was going to be a little too much across, but I do think it's having the raw in front there and up top here. It's literally, hey, what happened to my menu? Okay, oh, there it is. Okay, so I was making sure the menu shows up when you scroll up. So what we're going to do is let's edit this a little bit. So we're going to just call it bundles. It's just going to clean up the footer a little bit. This is not something you have to do, but let's clean it up a little bit. iTips, tape-ins, wigs. Okay. And you see what happens here? It's just going to clean this up a little bit. Quick links. So instead of quick links also, so we're going to fix that because we don't want to just say quick links. We can customize this. Am I on a customized page there? No. Okay. Quick links. And we're just going to call it raw Indian hair extensions. Now, wig, I guess, could be, it's technically a wig, extensions and wigs. Let me put wigs just in case someone's like, is a wig considered an extension? I don't know. By the way, if you guys have any questions while I'm doing this, please feel free to throw them in the chat there, and I'll be happy to answer those. Now, one thing you can see here, right there, you can see we have the blog post. We didn't put a link over to the blog post, so we definitely need to do that. Now, I don't necessarily need the link down here because that's explicit for that. So we're going to go back over here, navigation. And once again, this is just how I build out sites where I'm adding the links and other things kind of as I go. Let's see. Instead of news, we're just going to call it blog. Now, do I want it to say news? Okay, here's a little SEO strategy. Let's take a look before I do this, guys. Okay, blog posts. I don't have create any blog posts. I don't even have like a blog yet. So it's going to be set under news. Let's create a new blog. New blog title is going to be Raw Indian Hair. And we're going to call this Reasons Why Clients Love Raw Indian Hair. Or let me think. That's not what I want to do. We're going to do something like, what's a good blog post title that would be a good introduction first blog post title? Let's see. Tips for sourcing raw Indian hair. And then basically we're going to talk about buying from Temple Indian Hair. So we're down here, we're going to say, hold on, let me save that first and let me see what comes up down here first. Okay, so Temple Indian Hair blogs, raw Indian hair, because that's my raw Indian hair blog. And then it's going to be, we're going to keep it real simple, sourcing. So what you want to do is you want to try to keep your URL strings for your blogs short, right? So now that it's a blog, raw Indian hair blog, and then sourcing, this is going to be about sourcing. As we have topics, it's probably only going to be 1 to 3 words down here. And that's going to tell Google or other search engines, exactly what this is about. And it's going to match the title and then the content. Now, I'm not going to build out this post at the moment, but I just wanted to show you that. So that way, when we go to navigation and we add menu, we're going to add the blogs. We're going to add the raw Indian hair blog. So we're going to go, but we're going to just call it blog. Okay. So wholesale sign up, blog. We're going to need to add the page, contact us, about us. So let's see, pages, about us, about the factory. That sounds more legit. And then do we have our contact page yet? We should. Let's see. It might be not under policy contact information. Let's see what that page is, contact. Now, one thing I do like about this, and I see we have a question here. How do I import tape-ins to my website? Are you talking about Dropship Beauty import tape-ins? I'm not sure specifically what we're talking about here. If you're talking about adding products, I think I did added products in a bunch of these videos. I do have that there. So contact, I'm trying to make this look a little bit more consistent. Now, what I like about this and adding this up here, when you refresh, as you add items, I like that it's spread out here and it's just very clean. This menu, I don't have it like this for any of my websites. It's going to be the first one. This menu, what do you guys think about this? This is growing on me. For Dropship Beauty, we're redoing the tape-ins. We're moving to a new tape-in product that has machine injection. I don't think I've shown it on my YouTube or through Facebook yet, so I'll have to do a video on that very soon. So it's not available at this time until we get the new ones in. Okay, so back to the program. This menu is definitely growing on me. Let's see what the contact page looks like. Oh, so that's the old website. So we definitely need to update that. About the factory, about us. So we're going to be updating that page. And that page would be under here, pages, I do have one that says factory information, but we got to have one that says about us. Why does that page look a little funny? Like it's way down here. So let's just put in some information here. Testing. I always see when you see testing because I like to see where the text shows up. Let's see if I refresh. Okay, we're getting a little bit better. Did it just literally move back down to mess with me? Okay, so the about us, make sure the page is about us. The URL is fine. So Temple Indian hair. Um, let's maybe put about us first. We want to make sure Google knows exactly what this page is. So Temple Indian hair, raw Indian hair vendor. And then I'll put the description in there later. So that's definitely on a checklist. I also have an SEO program that will tell me if I'm missing meta descriptions, meta titles. These are definitely things that you want to do when going through these things, guys. And I'll give you a quick tip. If you're trying to figure out the meta descriptions and you're like, oh, I don't know if I'm missing any on any of my products. Well, let me show you what you can do. You go over here and you select all the products, and then you're going to click bulk edit. Okay. Now, once you click bulk edit, it takes a little time because it's going through a lot of products. You have the columns, and then you can go down here and you have page title, meta descriptions, URL. Let me get rid of everything else. So for the interest of what we're doing here. Okay, so this shows the URL handle if you wanted to see exactly what that was or make any specific changes. I think my handles look good. But if I was missing a meta description or other information, it would be here. But then you can also read what that meta description is. It might be not long enough, or I don't know. We'll see. I'm going to definitely go through and change these and update them, but that's just a quick way. So if you edit and then go to columns, go to the meta information, SEO, all of that, and you see anything empty, you're going to want to enter. You're going to want to enter that. That's a very important part of SEO. And that's going to help drive free traffic to your website. That's going to be actually really important. And just to do so, you're just going to click on the product. You're going to go down, click edit. They say, you don't want more than 70, but you definitely have to be careful about how long this is. Let's see. It probably has the dash. Let me see this URL string. Let me see if it shows up here. Yeah, dash Temple Indian hair. So let me give you a quick tip of what happens here. We're going to view this product. You see here how it says we've only used 45 characters, right? So you know what? Let me see if I can zoom this for you. Does this help? It looks like I can't see, but I think that might help you guys. I might have to start doing my lives like this. So it's a little easier to see, right? Does that help you guys? Let's see. Let me refresh this if it gets like 200, or is it just that one tab? That would be nice. Oh, that's game changer right there. Okay, so you can see here it adds the dash Temple Indian hair at the end. So if you have this set 45, if you have that set all the way to 70, and it adds a dash Temple Indian hair at the end, what just happened? You're at like 100 characters, and then Google's going to be like, hey, Temple Indian hair, you're not following what we want. That's actually probably a good little tweak that we need to let Shopify know about, that if it's going to add, because that's a built-in Shopify feature. If Shopify is going to add that dash Temple Indian hair, it should be explicit here how many characters are used with the dash Indian hair. Like it would be something like this where it's not editable, right? You have right here, it would just show up at the end. So as you're entering, it would enter in. That's some good feedback, Shopify. I might have to make that little video and tag Shopify, reach out to some of my Shopify contacts and show them that, because I think this is honestly messing some of you guys up, not realizing that. See, I have to get into a program that I have that's like $200 a month for SEO, and it'll tell me my meta description is too long, because my team will go in and fill in these meta descriptions to 70 characters and it's adding your brand name. I mean, let me show you guys that. You see that? I wonder if I can copy that. It's not going to let me copy it, but you can see up top there. Okay, so definitely go through and do that. It is really weird to have it this large, but I think for these lives, it's much easier for you guys to view. Any feedback, let me know. Is it easier? Because I have it right now set browser setting to 150% opposed to 100%. Let me see. Oh yeah, that's got to be a game changer. My phone just or my watch just told me it's time to stand. Okay, so that looks pretty good. 150%. We'll go with that from now on when I'm doing these tutorials. This is also, so let me tell you what else I did, and you guys have to be careful of this. I imported these from the private label website. So all these descriptions are the same as what is on private labels. So I need to technically go in and, oh God, it's going to hurt, delete all these. So a fast way to do that would be, once again, go over here. And the reason why I'm deleting these right now is it's a reminder that I need to delete them. So description, we can get rid of this. And this is going to be a fast way to delete the descriptions, I think, is show HTML. Yeah, this is going to be fun. Okay, so I'm just going to do a few just for the interest of we are live and you guys are like, Mikey, I don't need to see you, delete the product descriptions of 20 products. This is just going to be a quick reminder. And I click show HTML because it's a clean way to make sure you're getting all the code out. Okay, so click save. So even drop shippers. So if you're doing dropship beauty and you're importing the products, you're importing a standard product description. It's very important that you go through and start updating the product descriptions. Okay. And here's another tip. You want to make sure that you put it with your own personality. So I'm going to come up with like the persona for Temple Indian hair and the personality, whether it's going to be professional, whether it's going to be fun. I'm going to have to figure that out and then go back and enter the product descriptions. Now, I'm probably not going to do those live. I will probably go ahead and do those and be like, all right, guys, I updated the product descriptions. Now, one other thing to show you all, online store, we have our I haven't set up the Facebook yet, but we do have the Instagram. I'm trying to get back into my Instagram. That's always fun. You know, when you don't go on Instagram for a while and they're like, hey, log back in. You're like, I don't remember my password. It's not saving my password. Let's see here. Oh, did I set up the animation? Yeah, I do have the animations. Okay, so we are going to see branding, sections, colors, media. Oh, did we do I'm looking for the theme style. It's only one default. I was looking for currency format, search behavior. Oh, here's one. Oh, yeah, social media. Okay, so it's Instagram. Where is my Instagram? There it is. So Instagram, Temple Indian hair. Instagram - Temple Indian hair. Now, what that does is it should add a link down here. So you add a little link. Some people will put links at the top of the page. I'm not a huge fan of putting anything up here. This is expensive real estate, guys. Think about that as expensive real estate. Do you really want someone going to your website and clicking on one of these social media links and leaving your website, and then they're going to be on Instagram, and they're going to come back and shop with you? No. The Instagram's going to suck them in with their algorithm, suck them in just like that with the algorithm. They're going to be scrolling on some reels and forget about you. So it's important to have it so people know you're a legitimate business, right? But I wouldn't put it at the top. I would put it at the bottom. Abandoned cart, abandoned checkout emails. I'm even iffy. I a lot of times don't even put the social media links on there. I don't want to get people distracted. But for me personally, I think about it. When I get emails, how many times do I click on the social media link in the email? Not often. So I don't know. Do you guys click on them? It's kind of one of those questions. But let's look at some more stuff over here. You have brand information. We don't need a headline. That would probably show up here somewhere. Let's see. Do we have raw Indian hair supply? What I would like is actually on this to only show on the homepage. Show icons on desktop. What icons? See the Instagram. See, so if you want this is the Dawn. Yeah, this is the Dawn theme. So if you do want it up here, let me see what that looks like on mobile. Okay, so it doesn't show it on mobile. So that's not too bad. But I'm going to leave it off. Let's see, enable country region selector. So if we wanted to sell into different regions, we could do that. This eventually will, but for now, we're going to leave it like that. Some themes will do is only have this top bar on the homepage. And the reason being is if I go here, I would like for that to not be here. I might even I might get rid of it. I don't know. If it had the option, some of my themes have it where it will only show, oh, maybe it's here. No, it will only show on desktop. Show separator. I'm just double checking. Auto rotate announcements. Oh, so you can auto rotate if you want different announcements. It's kind of distracting. I would try to stay away from having too much, buzz and things on your website. It gets a little distracting. I'm 50-50 on whether I want this here because on the product page, look how clean that looks. People don't need that on top. I think for the interest of keeping this website really clean, guys, what do you think? Do you like it like that? Or do you really need it to say Indian Hair Supply on every single product page you look at? That's a clean look on mobile. Yeah, that is looking clean. So you have the old videos, private labels video and stuff. We got to get rid of that based on reviews. I'm not set on the red. It's a little harsh. Okay. It's a little harsh for me, but it's not horrible. But that Temple Indian hair, this thing's looking pretty clean. Let me save this because I like this clean look. Okay, cool. Well, look, guys, it's Sunday. I got some other work I got to do. I just wanted to go live. We're almost at an hour. I'm trying to do an hour at a time. I hope you learned a few things from this. Yes, clean look, clean look. RG's always here. RG's learning. I see you, RG. I'm going to keep these going. We're going to keep building these out. There's a lot of work I need to do that's not live because I'm not trying to bore you guys. And then I'm going to do it. I'm going to create a list. I'm going to go back and show you. So the next video, I'm going to have a lot more work done for you. And I'm going to go back and show you what I did. It's just some of the repetitive stuff. I'm not going to build it out live. So that's it. I appreciate always the comments. We're on the road to 100,000 subscribers on the Hair Business Blueprint channel. We're at 11,100 plus. I got a long way to go, but it's okay. Just like my podcast in the beginning of the episode that it took 6 years to go viral. This might take 6 years to go viral. I'm down because the people that are watching, you guys, I know you're learning, but don't just learn, make sure you implement. I'm going to drink some coffee.